Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Let's go ahead and dive on in. We got a rockin' day for you. Let's get with it. Alright, let's go ahead and swing by our YouTube so we can drop in the channel for you guys rocking along and chilling. Smash them buttons and we're gonna hit it up so you guys can get with us. Grab them links, drop them, and follow them. Let's go. We got a lot of news in the markets today. We got a lot of information going out there. We got a lot of information flying in the markets. We got crypto news, and we're going to talk about the overall cryptos. Let's go ahead and drop into our Telegram group so VIPs and top dogs can follow along. Let's go ahead and get with it. Good morning to all of you. Go ahead and drop your usernames in the chat. And if you watch this and you hear it, go ahead and drop your username with the comment below, because I am going to pick some VIP holders. We have a whole slew of stuff happening for you guys, so we're going to rock out and push it. Alright? We got a shout out that we're going to get to, and we're going to tell you about some projects and info, and we're going to rock out much, much more with you guys. Let's go ahead and get our info out there so we already know what the deal is. Shout out to the communities, dropping information and pushing live. Alright. Crypto news. Alright. Alright, grab it. And we got it. So follow along, get with it, drop the info and the group information for you guys. Alright. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you the keyword that you can enter into the Telegram group for a chance to win. Instructions will be posted in the comments section. So go ahead and rock with the video. I'm going to give you the keyword. I'm not going to tell you when, but I will give the keyword out. And I will be looking in the Telegram group for people that drop that keyword with a comment. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and drop the Telegram group because we want to grow it and show it. If you're new in the industry and you want to grow your information and you want to rock, go ahead and push it out there and hop into the Telegram group, because we are going to be pushing a lot more and doing courses, how to, and showing you how to trade. If you only got a little bit of money, I can show you how to turn 5 into 20, 20 into 100. And if you already know what it is and where we've been at, you know Jay brings only the best for you guys, the latest and greatest. We got all kinds of crazy stuff happening on the charts right now. Bada boom, bada bang. Even on the 30-minute chart, Bitcoin pulling to the upside. Let's see overall markets. S&P pulling to the upside. It's on the 30-minute chart. We do have some CME gaps that have to be closed, but it is pulling to the upside. 406. All right, S&P. Almost 1% on the day right there. Let's see, gold sitting right there, 1,975. So people got into that safe haven asset and it was trading sideways at that upper level. So let's see if it's going to lose its support levels and come down and fall below, and people are going to move into more riskier assets. But because of the United States and all the banking information, you can see what is going on. Let's check the DXY on the daily. After it pulled up, we pulled back down. We're heading for these longer moving averages. So if we do pull below that 100 range, all right, that can mean extremely bullish for the crypto market. But as you know, short, slow moves on the DXY. So we'll be watching that very closely. Total overall cryptocurrency market cap has been pulling to the upside. Intense, sitting there above the 200, above the 50. All right, 800 EMA in play there, acting as resistance. We tapped that 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll say 5, 6 times, and then a little bit below it. All right, so what does it have me thinking? The liquidity grab at those levels, okay? Or can we come back down into this channel that we are trading in at the moment? All right, so we're going to look at this. This is daily overall on the overall cryptocurrency market cap, okay, sitting right now at 1.15 trillion. All right. Okay, today on coin market cap, the overall cryptocurrency market cap is 1.189 trillion, so 1,189 billion. 24-hour volume is at 45.7 billion. So I want to see if that creeps for the day on this Friday into the weekend, and see what kind of volatility we have in store because of the moves to the upside. See how bullish these moves are by looking in the book map. Bitcoin dominance at 46.3%. Ethereum dominance at 18.6%, and Ethereum gas is high right now, so that shows there's a lot of stuff happening in the network. Okay, so for your fast transaction, 38 GUI, and a swap right now is going to cost you about double what it usually costs. So a swap costs me about 22 bucks to swap, and then usually it's about 8 to swap. So it is busy on the Ethereum blockchain. I got a lot of stuff to talk about Ethereum. I'm going to do a full video on Ethereum and explain to you the difference of the proof of work to the proof of stake, because now the big exchanges have those nodes and they're utilizing the proof of stake for Ethereum, okay? And you need a heavy amount of Ethereum in order to run that node. So we're going to talk about that because that seems centralized to me. So we'll see how that goes. Bitcoin is king, all right? Proof of work definitely is that, because you can't overrun it. No government can control it. And each miner has to agree that is on the network. And as we grow the mining network, Bitcoin difficulty rises, okay, and it makes the network more secure. Bitcoin right now at 28,555, 24-hour up 0.3%, 7-day, okay, on the week, 2.4%. Market cap 552 billion, all right? So we did see that pull above that 500 billion. So we're 52 billion above that 500 billion mark. So people are racing to add liquidity into Bitcoin at those lower levels. Volume on Bitcoin right now is at 20.9 billion. So pretty much 21 billion. Nice heavy volume right there moving into Bitcoin from the stable coins. So you can see when we get to that point. Ethereum at 1,838. 24-hour up 2.5%, 7-day up 4.6%, $221 billion in market cap and 9.5 billion in volume. So utilizing that money's moving, and we're going to see where it's going looking at the charts. USDT. All right, there's a lot of stuff happening around USDT, but they're trying to show that they are one of the main stables in the game, so they're getting looked at, and we actually want to do a deep dive into some of these cryptos and do a longer video. Make your suggestions, drop your comments and info. All right, USDT, $79.6 billion market cap, 31.4 billion in volume. Heavy volume moving today. So you can see the USDT stablecoin pair volume trading and people laddering into Ethereum, Bitcoin, heavy levels of trading. BNB at 318, all right, on the 24-hour, 0.7%. Okay, on the 7-day, it's 0.6% to the downside, so it's about even out. $50.3 billion market cap and $445 million in volume. So Binance volume has been low. They've been having some stuff happening in the news with Binance, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But the United States and the U.S. trades commissions and stuff are looking into Binance with a microscope, and they're trying to take down these big entities and rule the regulation controlled, especially with these bank runs happening and the closure of these banks. USDC coin, all right? $32.8 billion market cap, 4.4 billion in volume, and you can see it's at 0.9998 right now. All right, so there's a lot of pressure pushing to the outflow coming into these coins over here. You can also see that USDT is now below that $1 mark, so that is having a outflow from those stable coins into our good big daddies. Okay, XRP at 53 cents, 24-hour pullback 1.4%, but in the past week, XRP astounding, okay, 26% to the upside. It's now sitting at a $27.5 billion market cap and 1.9 billion in volume. So this volume has been heavy because it's a perfect transfer of value. All right, they've been under scrutiny for a long time from the United States, and the network, Ripple Network, has been utilized a lot for transfer of value. So this is something that I want to see, and we're going to observe and watch as we go and grow. Cardano at 40 cents right now, okay? In the 24-hour, it's up 7.3% and 13% on the 7-day. And right now, pumping right now in this moment, it's up 1.9%. $14 billion market cap. 536 million in volume. Dogecoin at 7.5 cents, 24-hour up 1%, 7-day up 2%, $10.5 billion market cap, 326 million in volume. So I want to see how they're going to utilize Doge, and is Doge going to be moved into payment systems, peer-to-peer payment systems, and also scan and QR code payment systems. So if that's utilized more for Doge, then it could be foreign payment. Polygon Matic, we've been talking about this one in our videos for a long time, and we've been watching it move up the charts and rocking. Look at this. It's at $1.11. All right, up 0.5% on 24-hour and 1.4% on the 7 days. $10.1 billion market cap, 335 million in volume. Solana at the number 10 spot at $20.91. 24-hour up 1.3%, 7-day down 1.1%. $8 billion market cap, 352 million in volume. Binance BUSD, 7.6 billion market cap, 3.3 billion in volume moving. All right, this stable coin is part of Binance, so they've seen a big outflow after all the information and news was dropped. So that's probably why we're seeing the different moves and volume around the market caps for BUSD. And then we move down the line. Polkadot at $6.32. Litecoin at $89.77. Shiba Inu sitting at the number 14 spot with the $6.3 billion market cap and volume sitting low on that. All right, so that's what we're seeing, and that's how we're pulling today in the markets, and the dominances are rocking. So we're going to take a look at that. Don't forget to swing by our Utilize. We're pushing out our new Twitter page, okay? And we're going to get checked, and we're going to rock it. We're going to get a lot of new information, so don't forget to swing by there. I'm going to drop the information in the tweets, in the information below. Copy it and drop it for you guys to rock it, okay? And, yep, there we go, okay. All right, so we talked about the total overall cryptocurrency market cap. US 10 years, okay, on the back downside. Look at this. Bitcoin dominance pulled heavy towards the upside, okay? And you can see that it's above these moving averages, which is really interesting because that is where we're seeing that volume of stablecoins moving into Bitcoin at those moments, grabbing that liquidity, but heavier wallets grabbing Bitcoin. The number of wallets holding 1,000 Bitcoin or more did drop, but there's a bunch of new consumer wallets with lower balances utilizing the Bitcoin and the Lightning Network through Cash App. So it's definitely interesting to watch. You can see that to the upside. USDT dominance, laying still. So, we really didn't have a massive, crazy pullback on this. So that is new money and liquidity pulling into the markets, okay? So let's see, daily overall for Bitcoin. We were trading in this channel, bouncing off, okay? Now on the daily, we're above that 800, and we're starting to close candles above that. So did that flip to our new support level, sitting right there at the 27,700 level? We will find out. People were calling for Bitcoin to tap back down to the support levels of 25K, but we actually had moves in the market utilizing around the news. Now, we talked about the liquidations in the market, all right? So, all right. CoinGlass, okay. So we'll go ahead and we will take a look. Friday, and then liquidations in the market, and see how everybody's going. So look at that. People are seeing the overextension, and they're going short on Bitcoin. So let's see. Will they be wrecked? You can see that the inflow, outflow, and the longs and the shorts in the market. So people are starting to go short. in the market. We can see this symbol liquidations total, and then on Binance on the exchange. Okay, right. So people are seeing that spike on the charts, and they're thinking it's an opportunity. Let's go ahead and look at the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin so we can tell you what's happening here. Okay, you can see the RSI did get into an overbought, and it's turning back down into the ranges. So if the RSI does pull down, we can actually see that pull back close towards that daily open level at that 28K, a little bit above 28K. All right. Right now, on the movement, on the openings, I'm using an indicator called Trader's Reality. You can get it right here, okay? Trader's Reality, and it is a hybrid indicator. It's the hybrid system, and it works like this. These boxes are each individual session in the market: Sydney, Tokyo, Europe, and then New York. So that way, those are the busiest trading sessions during the day, especially getting into the New York session. And you can also see your moving averages, your 200, your 800, your 50, and your 5, which is important because we're turned to the upside. So on the hour, we definitely hit this resistance area above this M3 pivot zone, which is at the 28,600 level. Okay, so we did get rejected from that, and we're pulling back down. The 50 EMA on this 1 hour is at that 28,130 level. So I would like to see if we're going to continue to pull back here and see, are we going to close below that and continue back down, or are we going to bounce off that and gonna clip those high levels? We did actually have a upward movement into yesterday's high, which is at the 29,192. Okay, so right below that 29,200. So it didn't really tap that. All right, got rejected, pulled back, came back to the 50, and it's been struggling around the 50. So let's see if we come back and retest that 50. Let's go ahead and look at the 30-minute time frame so we can see RSI turning back in. So I want to see what's going to be happening with that utilization. The 50 EMA sitting at that 28,130. All right, so that's why I'm thinking that people are going short back to this 50 EMA because it's extended above that. Let's go down to the immediate short term, see what's happening. All right, so on that 5, it looks like, wow, immediate short term, definitely heavy with that rocking. And you can see, yeah, RSI turned down, but now it's turning back up. We have some movement in the market, so we might be pulling those moving averages and pulling the moving averages towards the price, which is actually good. So if we're going to be pulling this 50 up and the 200 up into the price ranges, because this heavy level of support right there at the $28,180 level, which was some targets that I had set and I was looking at in the markets. So that's how we're looking on the overall for Bitcoin rocking. Shout out to all you guys chilling, rocking out at Telegram. Mad love and respect, because we are pushing it and rocking it. You guys are awesome as always. Okay, all right, so we talked about Bitcoin and the dominance and everything like that. So we're seeing this move in the markets right now, which is actually really interesting. We're above the psychological high levels, which is a really heavy level of support at that $27,800 level, which is our 200 EMA on the 1 hour. Okay, so that's definitely good information for the immediate short term, and also coming into the weekend for people catching those tops, okay, of where you are. Don't buy into the FOMO. Always get your information and do your research, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum definitely pulling towards the upside, extending above the M3, tapping into the M4 pivot zone and getting rejected. The M4 pivot zone was at $1,845, got rejected for that. So the 50 EMA is sitting at that $1,795 level. We have 2 vector candles. We could come back and retrace those vector candles to the M3 pivot zone, which is at $1,812. So that's something I'm going to look at. Let's go ahead and tell you about the long term. Okay, for the daily, we are getting above that 800. We need to start closing candles above that 800. You see the wicks, and we kept getting rejected. Let's see if we can close a candle above that 800 and then continue on towards the upside for bullish momentum for Ethereum. If we do not close that, we'll be heading back to tap that 50 EMA, and that is on the long term. RSI is coming into the overbought areas, so definitely pay attention to that. Immediate short term on Ethereum. Let's go ahead and take a look at immediate short term on Ethereum. So we had that massive pump, the 50 EMA is pulled up towards price, which is good. We didn't really dip back down into it, so it looks like liquidity was laddering in and pushing in to stay for the moments and extending out to get the markets on those quick moves. So you can see, all right, RSI, okay, yep, RSI tapped out, turned back to the upside, so we'll be watching that. We're coming into this new candle right here, so are we going to tap back that 50 and pull back to the 200, or are we going to hit the 50 and continue to the upside? That's what I will be watching in the immediate short term. Okay, so that's definitely good news. All right, it looks like it's recovering this vector candle at the moment, so let's see what it does and see if it continues on its strike to the upside. Definitely grabbing liquidity up here in those pivot zones. BNB at 317. Binance has been having some struggling in the market, and you can see after this pullback below, we did come back into the 50 EMA range on the 1 hour, and we're hitting that. We hit that 200, but now we're back below it at 317. All right. The 315 range is right around or below that 50 EMA on the 1 hour. So if we tap that and close candles below that, then I can see us continuing, because Binance has all this FUD, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on in the markets with their liquidity and information. Let's go ahead and look at the daily overall for BNB. So BNB, yeah, BNB did tap its 50 on the daily, and it's still towards the upside. So at this moment, there's no real crazy moves for Binance BNB. I would just be watching to see if it does close any candles. If it closes any candles below that 50 EMA and then pulls towards the downside. Let's look at XRP. XRP on the daily, massive moves towards the upside at that 800. Let's see if it closes the 800 above or below the 800 if it closes today, and then that will tell us much more information. The 50 is crossing over to 200, so that's definitely bullish in this moment in the markets here. If we close below that 800, we can expect a tap back to that 50 before we continue to the upside. So that is stuff to watch in the long term, in your daily, over the weekend, into next week for XRP. XRP, big moves towards the upside, so there must be some massive information and news. Definitely using the Ripple Labs, Ripple network to transfer value, okay? Dogecoin sitting at the 7.5 cent range, okay, on a daily. It's below its 50. It's at low levels. When I was talking to you before, and we hit that 6 and we wicked at the a couple weeks ago, that was the opportunities to get into Doge right now. So I want to see if we can actually get above that 50 and start closing candles on the daily, because right now those are our resistance levels right below that 8-cent range for Dogecoin. So if we can make it above that 8-cent range and close some candles above that, I will definitely be looking into some moves into Doge and talk about it much more. That's moving along sideways in the market, so it's actually holding its value. Cardano at the 40 cents range, you can actually see on the daily, it's actually pulled above its 200 EMA. So let's see if it closes, because last time it hit that, it got rejected and it pulled to the downside. Had resistance at the 50, resistance became support, pulled above the 50, now it's above the 200. If it closes above the 200, we got to see if it closes the next day candle above the 200 to continue to the upside, okay? And at that 65-cent range is actually the 800 EMA, so there's a big gap in between there for it to fill trades and have some volatility, and we can jump into that. Let's go ahead and take a look. Matic. Okay, so when we talked about this, when we pulled extended on the daily way from the 50 EMA, we knew that we were going to pull back down at least to the 50, and if we closed below the 50, we tapped the 200, and then that became resistance. So we're heading towards that, which is at the $1.15 level. So if we can pull above that, close some candles, and continue to the upside, it'll be bullish. Polygon Matic has definitely been utilized, and a chain that has been forgotten in the past, but now it's rocking and they're moving it, and it's transfer of liquidity, transfer of value, and much more information and rocking for that. Let's see, Solana, we did talk about that. Let's just check a look on the daily. So Solana did have a little bit of a comeback. It's sitting at its 50 moving average. We need to close candles above that to continue to the upside. So let's see what this day brings at the end of the day, closing candles. Your Shiba Inu to the downside. So some of these whales are dumping Shiba Inu, and I don't know if it's they're leaving and they're exiting because of different situations in the market and where the token would be listed, or is there actually manipulation happening in the market where the whales know what they're rocking. So we're going to pay attention to this in the long term and see how they ladder into their trades, because there could be some moves rocking for that. All right, Cake, which is Pancake Swap token. We always want that to actually stay stable and rise slowly, because that's the earning token when you stake on Binance Smart Chain. So that's definitely information to look at. We talked about gold. We saw gold with its pull to the upside. China actually added to their reserves. That's why we're seeing a massive move to the upside. So China did add to their reserves, and that is why we're seeing a lot of inflow to them market. Baby Swap token is another earning token. It's pulling to the downside, so it looks like they were selling off their earnings in order to buy into the Big Daddy, Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB. All right, that dominance has really got me rocking, really got me thinking, man, oh man, they are moving, and then they're heavier wallets and people coming into the market. Avalanche. Let's take a look at Avalanche. Avalanche pulling above that 50 during the volatility of the market. We pulled back below it, and now we're sitting right at it. So let's see if we do close this candle above it and see what happens. We always know that our opportunities to catch when we talk about it, and when you listen and when you rock out with us on here on YouTube, on our live streams, and on our Telegram. All right, best times to grab is when we're extended away from the 50. So when we're extended away to the bottom, away from the 50, okay, buy and sell, okay, when we're extended up towards the top. And then that's also the information for scalp trading. All right, so right now I wouldn't be entering any crazy trades for Bitcoin. All right, looking at the 30-minute time frame, it's coming back into that RSI. So people are trying to catch the top. That's why you see the market being shorted, and it was shorted when it hit above that M3 pivot zone at that $28,615 level. So that's what we're seeing in the market as far as people going short in the market. So let's see if they will get wrecked. Bitcoin news. Bitcoin price hits 28.5 on PCA data as macro accumulation zone ends. So there's a lot of information. Bitcoin price to 22K. So will those key levels happen if there is more FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets? You gotta wait and find out. Follow us to find all the best news information. Bitcoin volatility likely as options worth 4 billion expire today. So options expiration today is giving us that nice squeeze towards the upside. And let's see if these short traders get wrecked, or if we do continue to trade within that channel that we're seeing here on Bitcoin, tapping above and below. And I'm looking at the 1 hour, and I can see us following in this range. We kept hitting it up here, 28.6, and then landing at that 26. And then if you go into longer term, you can see as we extended above that 200, when we went below it, that was another opportunity for trades. But we'll rock with you guys and let you guys know more information as it rocks and goes out. Guys, what Inu now live, rocking, launched, and staking is live, and you can go ahead and see on the D app, and you can see all this stuff. 104K already staked, okay, and you stake and you earn ETH, which is definitely bullish for the market rocking out there. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter too, guys. We are always shilling and chilling with you guys. Mad love and respect. Stop by our Telegram channels. We love it. Any questions, any information, anything you want to chat, chill, talk about, let us know. We are rocking and we are pushing it. So you were chilling today with Jay. You were chilling and chilling with Jay's Strategy. We talk about the latest and go greatest crypto news and much, much more. Until the next time, guys.